Hey, what is up, guys? It's Chris with Crypto Profit. So I wanted to make a video really quickly, so I'm just going to be really fast and to the point because things are really heating up right now. A big move is coming right now. We're either going to shoot up to the upside or to the downside. I'm leaning for us to shoot towards the downside because that's what we've been doing. We are in a tentative descending triangle in an overall bear market. We've been going down for the past 13 months. So the reason I think that we're going to go down is because they're going to try to trigger the algorithms right here so that these lines can create confluence, and we have our 50-week moving average below our 100-week moving average. That will set the pace for the things to hump in the next week. The reason why I think that the move is about to happen right now, and it's going to start positioning for us to be in a savage week next week. When we look over right here, look how low that 24-hour volume is. We're at 39.50, guys. That is extremely low. Very illiquid conditions in the markets right now. A whale comes in, drops some money in, will shoot up to the upside, shoot up to the downside. Things are starting to heat up. Things are starting to get spicy. I did place a trade right here for a short-term bounce because I believe what could happen is that we go down to that 34.10. We bounce up to around 34.50, 34.60. 35.30 at the highest so that we can close the weekly candle right here so that we're neutral, right? This is going to stress a lot of people out so that the RSI levels can continue to go up so that these two lines can create confluence and we can start trading below that 200-week moving average. All right, so that's what I think could potentially happen. Also, another thing that could happen, let's go over to the 4-hour Bitcoin chart on Coinbase, is that we just close this weekly candle in the low and that we close it around this Fibonacci level right here, possibly even below the Fibonacci level that we're trading at right now, so that things are extremely bearish so that we can continue our descent to the downside. All right, right now the RSI is neutral. The MACD signals telling us that we're potentially going to go down. I think that we might go down and see a short-term bounce to the upside. Very short term, guys. I'm seeing shot down within 5 to 10 minutes, right, is how fast that candle is going to move up. We're going to see a bounce. Might take a couple hours, and then from there, when the weekly candle closes around Monday, Tuesday, we're going to see massive moves. So I just wanted to keep you guys updated, letting you know what's happening, what's the game plan. Like I said, the reason I got this number is we have our 4-hour 50 moving average around there, 34.50, 34.60, right? 34.60, it's still a lower high. We could start being a little bit neutral, right? Like we saw in the weekly candle. Or we can just test down to this level right here, see a short-term bounce, and close that weekly candle below this Fibonacci to be extremely bearish, guys. So right now it's not the time to be sleeping. I know this week has been a little bit weird, a little bit boring. We did have a move in the beginning of the week, but we've just kind of been sideways consolidating, right? The past 2 weeks has been horrendous for us. Not really a lot of movement, not a lot of places to be trades, but things are starting to get juicy right now. This trade right here is not buy now. I'll let you guys know what happens. I'm testing something out that's a little bit higher risk, but I am on the charts 24 hours a day. So I can afford to be placing risky trades like this because when I see the market and if things don't go the way I have planned, since I'm on the market all day, I will be able to see that, hey, you know what? Things are not going the way I was expecting, so I can pull out of that trade right away and then look for re-entry. So as always, guys, remember to trade responsibly. Go ahead and look at other people's technical analysis, but things are starting to get really juicy. Time to wake up. Don't get caught like a deer in the headlights. You have to have a plan for the upside and the downside, and now is the time to execute. Like Crypto said yesterday, you know, don't wait until the move to happen and then you get wrecked and be mad. Wow, what should I do? Or this is what you should have been doing last week. You should have had a plan from last week, and now's the time to execute, guys. So that's enough for today. Remember to trade responsibly, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks.